How's it going, friends? We're going into another elimination match. It has been a very wild CDL Saturday, and we're looking to get a little bit more crazy. Winner of this match, you get to stay alive and go to Champ Sunday. The loser, well, your tournament run here in Toronto comes to a close. It is time to introduce our teams, and we're starting off with the boys who are trying to go for the rebound. A 3-0 loss earlier. Can they come back and maybe get a 3-0 sweep themselves? It is time to find out. Fear the deep, here they come, the Florida Mutineers. Capsidal, Vico, Brack, and Fellow, the Florida Mutineers.
Unfamiliar territory for the Mutineers to be this late in the tournament. They're trying to extend this run and land a spot on a team next year. This is a group of players that they have individuals who can go off. We've seen it time and time again. How do they face adversity? How do they bounce back? Their season may end right now. Let's bring out the other squad.
That's exactly right. The season has the potential to end here. Pressure on Florida, and you could say the same thing. Pressure really on the New York Subliners. It feels like they have really been trying to chase the success that they saw at the start of the season, and right now they're trying to remain flawless in the lower bracket. Toronto, make some noise now for the New York Subliners! HyDra, Skyz, KiSMET, and Priestahh, the New York Subliners.
The Subliners ran over the hopes and dreams of the Vegas Legion fans earlier today, and they're looking forward to do it once again for the Florida Mutineers, where this is their last chance at playing Modern Warfare 2. New York is looking forward to champs, but they're also looking forward to making it into that losers finals. New York Subliners here to end the hopes and dreams of the Florida Mutineers. I'm ready for this match to get started.
Let's do it, Allie. Let's do it, Toronto. An elimination game. Somebody's headed home. Someone's going to Championship Sunday. Maven, Merc, let's hope it's not a 3-0 this time, guys.
A lot of that. I'm hoping for a F4. Maybe they'll commentate this weekend, but no, it's been a lot of 3-0s and then some electric matches. It's been truly wild, but taking a look at this, God, I don't know. Like Lando kind of said, you know, you have on one side of it, Subliners are finally starting to click, maybe get back to that form, but at least they have champs to look forward to. There's much more desperation, certainly on the side of Florida Mutineers, and sometimes, backs against the wall, that desperation, it can lead to magical things.
I mean, it's almost like, there's desperation, I guess, but it's almost no pressure already.
True.
Top 6,
yeah.
I mean, you win this, you get into a top 4. It's been a great weekend for you.
Yeah, that's another way to look at it.
Finally, they get a roster. Maybe they can kind of build off of this for next year, but the fact is, I mean, yeah, you've had a great weekend if you are the Florida Mutineers. We'll see if you can get any sweeter. For New York, I mean, they looked solid today, right? I mean, able to bounce back versus Vegas, get that big 3-0 win, and all 4 players look dominant at some point.
Yeah, the more you say that, I think, like, yeah, less desperation, more it's the final rodeo. Let's hit it.
So we're on vacation before we go on vacation.
Yeah, right. Let's get ready. Hop into the map 1 Mercado. We just casted NYSL in that phenomenal series they had against Las Vegas Legion to end their dreams. HyDra was magnificent. His POV can truly be special when he is clicking. We'll see what he brings to the table in this one. And the Bulldog, how strong he can be when things are flowing and the chows are on point. Right over to HyDra, we will go.
Already nice pressure here, though. You're going to get those spawns that will flip over 4P2. Vico with a big win there, able to take down one. Map control over. Priestahh just trying to play his life in this second hill top cantina. They know he is there in Capsule. Had some big moments versus Røkkr. We know the individual skill that he has, but already a nice start for the Mutineers. Now, can they hang on? New York's turn to try and flip these spawns.
Vickle pushing out the cut. Cap. A car to help his side. Not going to be a ton of time here at the mid-hard point, but hell, you'll take what you can get right now if you are Subliners.
Might be some solid time. You see the way Florida's playing this. They're just kind of waiting. They don't want to lose the spawns. That's going to allow Priestahh to find one, and then maybe off of that, they're going to go. Yeah, they're going to push off of this. Vickle's going to be the first one to hold down middle tunnel, able to take down one, has the help of Brack. But I think you take the 26 seconds on P1.
No, yeah. Ends up being more than I thought it was going to be, but you kind of guessed right. He is left. Vickle, kind of the opener, slowed that down. 2 more kills to stop the flood. HyDra goes in. There's a pick. Now it's going to create a little bit of chaos here. Vickle knows he's got one above him. HyDra just retaining this second floor coverage. Angle there from Bracto to pick up the kill. Tags now in from Vic.
Yeah, nice plays right there. They knew HyDra was lurking around. And I like that from HyDra, right? Just playing his life, making them have to focus on his plays, but able to rebound. Is Brack now starting to get going, but it's going to be a trade back and forth for the final 20 seconds. Capsule trying to find both, and he does. Takes down Skyz and Priestahh. Now over to this rotation. You have a 3 versus 3 right now. Making it 2-on-3 for Florida. They got to go, though, because Priestahh's going to spawn out behind them. They know it. They're trying to make the plays on in.
Yeah, just trying to send it, but KiSMET there. Locking it down from top. Then comes the flank from Priestahh, as you said. The spawn out and behind. Kind of natural pinch develops. Now, what can they do on their next wave? The point man's going to be Priestahh, and he's slowing it down. Staggering that push yet again.
Yeah, nice time for Florida on that P2. Able to give them that lead, but we know Mercado. It is a trade back and forth unless you can get a couple of big breaks, and then it can turn into a blowout quickly. Is Florida going for another push? 35 seconds left on this hill. Brack going to be the point man. Vickle able to find one, and now Brack just going to try to get to work on this table. Able to find one. The snakes are in, but not going to matter. New York holds up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful kill, but does not matter in the slightest. Now, on the other side of things, we'll take a look at Fellows POV. Wins his first one-on-one, trophy out, and is trying to get angle here from back alley. Next hard point popping in about 10 seconds. There's a one-on-one on the other side of this. Capsule actually able to win that, so gonna get 10 seconds or so. Never mind, he's actually gonna get traded out. That's Priestahh with the kill.
Yeah, I mean, Priestahh was just lurking in that corner, was able to find 2, so he was just playing his life on rotation. You take this all day, and now Brack has to wait for his teammates, and this is what you do not want. 2 hills in a row for the New York Subliners. P3 over to P4 inside of this barbershop on rotation. Yeah, 5 in a row for Priestahh. Skyz is on 2, HyDra as well. So again, this New York team just playing all so well together.
Yeah, we know Priestahh's been a guy that can do it with any weapon when the confidence is there, but we've seen a lot of it, I feel like, today. Like just hitting with attack, hitting with the Vaz, stepping it up. Close range, long range, whatever you need from him. And HyDra, an absolute animal. Now 4 in a row from him, up to 8 and 6. Deddy Pop looking to make plays, but everybody pretty much out towards mid-map. We'll see if he can find his timing to get into the action.
Yeah, now you have Florida just trying to lock down 10. Couple of kills off of spawn, but that lead now up to 50 points for the Subliners. Vickle with some nice shots there, just clearing out some space to deal with this first push. But you got a cruise missile coming on in from Priestahh. What info can he find? May not need it. 2 going to go down. Capsule trying to play his life. Can he get it through the roof? No, he's going to go for the player off of spawn. So keeping it messy right now are the Subliners. As off spawn, Mutineers just trying to fly forward.
Yes, making sure you don't have 4 people on this hold, and that opening might be enough because HyDra once again. God, the footwork, little snapback, 180 hits the second. Up to 11 and 8 now. His POV is delectable.
Yeah, you were just talking to me earlier about it after that first match. Just feels like sometimes he knows where everyone is at all times. It is very smooth as he finds another double, leading the way for the Subliners. The superstar up to 13, almost number 14. There it is, 5 in a row for HyDra.
Yeah, it's like obviously he's not walling, but it seems like just his awareness on the map and when the pre-aims come in, like he has such a good feel for where people are going to come from. The gun is just always ready for the next fight. It can be truly remarkable what he's capable of. Yeah, it just reminds me of like Prime Scum. Like, I don't know, very similar to ADS, just seems to be there at the right time. It's a pleasure to commentate. Well, they've got a nice lead here. Now up to 80. You need a big hold. Absolutely, every Mutineers, and you have a chance for it here. You're set up inside. There's 50 seconds remaining. You have all 4 players up. Here comes the push now from YSL.
Yeah, as you said, this needs to be a good hold here. But I like that they don't get desperate. They hold their position. They know that the pressure is coming through back alley. Brack now trying to avoid the wall bangs that are coming on in. The trophy giving him some help, but he's got to back on down. Now nobody in the hill in New York able to find a break. You still have presence here if you are the Mutineers. Just not the presence that you want as Skyz, Priestahh, and KiSMET get to find 3.
Yeah, when you have a lead like this, those 20 seconds or so you might get at the end of it, magnificent, right? Just tack it onto the advantage. Don't allow the comeback to come in. This Capsule's trying to pop off now on 17, but they're going to need a full team effort. They're going to rip and roar back into this one as him and Brack connect on to take 1 down. Next hard point now, up. Another shot for Mutineers, maybe to get a hold. Lead still looming around 80.
Yeah, I mean, Capsule with a nice play. You know, when they get that break in off a spawn, he's already thinking about this final hill. He knows they got to get into this setup. That's what will get them right back into the game.
Yeah.
Able to find 2 on that rotation. Now trying to lock down back alley. Able to find 1. That's an easy one. Final finally maybe a clean hold for the Mutineers as HyDra, the last player standing on this push, and big cap up to 5 in a row.
Okay, get the rest of this time. You'll be down about 30 or so points. This is what you needed after Subliners chained together too. You needed a big hold, and it's coming right now. Give him number 6, up to 21. Number 7, cutting them down. Crew's ready and waiting. Capsule absolutely popping off in this moment, up to positive 10. The next chow may be coming from Skyz. He spots him though, right as he goes to pop the Deddy. Trade's there, but the streak will end now for Capsule.
Trying to hit that trophy down, but HyDra, the nade,
not fast enough.
Well, after all of those hills are done, after this first set of rotations, it's about a 20-point game. Crew's coming in early for Capsule, maybe trying to break the spawns for P2, get them off of that time and give them map control. Here comes Florida now as Brack was trying to lurk up through back alley in a cantina.
Yeah, I was thinking, depending on his timing, it might work out, but they're aware of it, and they'll pick it up now to the gauntlet here at mid-map. Kiz able to jump across. Chow's in from HyDra. So far, so good from NYSL. The Capsule has been the hot hand, and he keeps it going. He'll get 2 and just gets out of harm's way for a moment. Tries to use this opening to get across, though. HyDra off spawn, picks it up.
Yeah, this is going to be a split, though. You have an opportunity. Bracket on 1 versus 1. Against HyDra, able to win it, and then and Fellow with 2 middle of the map. So this could tie the game up, but you at least have P2 spawns. If you are the Mutineers, they just got to hold on these final 10 seconds in this middle hill.
I think they're fine with just clearing them out of it for now. Just get the setup. You know, you saw the first time through how much they put into this and then broken relatively quickly. They do a better job this time around. Kiz with the opener. A 3-man hit coming from the left. Fellow just trying to get shots in. Damage into 2, damage into 3. Is anyone going to pick up the other kills? I think the assist will go through to Vickle. The flank in from Brack, but KiSMET able to snap in time, but still. Mutineers inside the point, and Fellow just, I don't know how many kills he's getting, but he's putting damage in.
Yeah, his damage numbers are going to be high, but once again off a spawn, it's HyDra with a double. A couple of key breaks, that is the difference in this game. Just staying alive, Hedges, just keeping it messy, and then off spawn, fly the Subliners.
I feel like the setup's been there sometimes for Mutineers, but the ability to push out the spawns a bit, not so much. Is that just because it's been so scrappy?
Yeah, I mean, the fundamentals are there for Florida, right? Off a rotation, winning rotations. It's just those holds that you got to give it props to the New York Subliners.
It's like they haven't had like a clean wave to then push out behind, it seems like. Like, it's just survivability from Subliners, unfortunate spawn close by, and it's like the next crack is almost instant. But here's our next hard point. 30-second advantage for Subliners. HyDra, deadly as ever, looking for his timing, and there's the first.
Yeah, but again, right, you didn't have that sort of wave pushed out. It was HyDra who's the last alive, keeping the pressure here. Finally, 3 gonna go down. Someone hunt him down.
There we go.
And they do it. And as you said, now you get pushed out off a spawn as Fellow's going to find KiSMET.
And yeah, this is what you haven't been able to get. Like, them pushed out towards mid-map. Look how far you're spawning if you're in YSL. This is probably the best hold we've seen, and here we go. Lead change. Mutineers out in front, trailing by what, as much as 80. Now back into this one, and a chance to walk away with this game, but KiSMET trying to make some noise here late in the hard point, but not a lot of time left on this. You're going to dive at this with what? Just over 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, they're going for this. You're asking a lot of Skyz, but he's going to get pinched. Now the rest of the players coming out of garage side have to do what they can. You fought for that scrap time. You didn't want them near, what, 230, 240 where the Mutineers would have been. With Barbershop coming on up, you need a break for NYSL.
And Vickle, that guy that's trying to push it out. What can he find here? There's a flank coming in, though. Look at that number 5. It's going to be HyDra that might be able to find an opening. It looks like the angle is there from Brack. He's got eyes on it, so he knows that's possible.
Priestahh wins another one as well. So now it's a 2 versus 3. It's a 1 versus 3, and well, Priestahh, he's able to hold on. Again, just buying enough time for his teammates off a spawn with HyDra, able to break that hill.
But you got to get a break, and you've got people kind of all over the place right now if you're Mutineers. Another big win from HyDra. 14 points needed for Mutineers, 10 now needed for NYSL. That's a flurry of kills. That'll be 3 dead. Now you just got to fly. You got to hope to win some ludicrous gunfights. You got to go and just try to contest. Only person maybe close enough is going to be Vickle. Not going to get there in time. And NYSL, despite some scary moments there in the late game, they're able to hold on with a big break at Barber.
But another one of those moments, right, where, you know, the game's maybe getting a little bit messy, and maybe the New York of the past or the last couple of majors may have thrown that end game, but they stayed very disciplined in the moments where they had to. finding that initial kill, playing your life. You know, HyDra was able to do it Cantina side. Then you had Priestahh on the opposite side, Garage, off spawn, just finding a couple of kills, and then they were all able to collapse, where I think maybe in the past, you know, the comms, maybe they rush themselves. Florida maybe would have won that map #1.
Yeah, I mean, they were in control for the most part for NYSL until you had those late moments. But yeah, it just feels like the pacing and the decision making on when to pounce, it was really on point at time for NYSL. Like you said, just like a pick or two, hit it. Not rushing things too much, finding their openings and taking advantage, and they will go up 1-0. We'll take a look at the stats here. I mean, Capsule goes +15, only one really positive from that side, 3,700 damage behind it, which will lead the lobby by a significant margin. Just a bit more maybe balanced on the other side of things.
Yeah, and I think there was just a lot of those sort of early rotations that Florida gave up. I think they could have won that map. They had the opportunities to, but you could just kind of see just the slaying was a little bit, I wouldn't say one side because Capsule was going off, but everyone else was getting a little bit more involved on the subliner side, and that's the difference maker here.
Felt like just team moments versus individual moments sometimes.
100%, yeah. I mean, a lot of the kills Cap was getting was like on rotation, right? Like winning them rotations,
yeah,
and then they would end up getting broken.
Because I didn't do the exact math on it. If anything, you might have outslayed by a couple of your Mutineers just because of Capsule being +15. I mean, it was a tight game. I don't think there was too much separation between them, but another look at some of these final moments. And
it's this spot right here, right? Priestahh off spawn. He knows his position, that spawn is possible. That is not an easy spawn to read. He just killed that guy. He spawns right next to him. The fact he's able to read that then allows his teammates to work up through gate. Big plays on the back end for Priestahh and HyDra to close that game #1 out.
And I feel like Priesthah's been making a lot of big plays. I mean, at times a question mark for this side, but been really, really solid as you've been casting. You can kind of see the frustration there for Capsule. I mean, I think you go +15. You're probably individually you're feeling like you're just frying.
Yeah,
like, boys, we're doing it. But yeah, I mean, it's not by much, but outslaying by 3 kills. HyDra, really the one just dominating from a slaying standpoint on the NYSL side, but we've seen that before certainly. But yeah, I feel like later in the year we've seen, I mean, OpTic's been doing it quite a bit leading into this major. Just, I don't know, teams getting outslayed, able to take the victory. Fundamentals starting to get there, maybe a little bit more for teams as we get later into the year. But 3 kills, I mean, it's not, that's not a whole lot of separation.
And again, just those moments for New York where they may have collapsed in the past, and right there able to close that out. Those were sort of the moments they were dropping, leading to upsets, leading to frustrations, but it feels like they're really closing those out.
Yeah, probably shout out to the coaching staff and just the work they've been doing over these past couple of months, because it's always got to be a tough, it's great when you win early, awesome. Like, we got the win. For some teams, it's almost like,
what's going on here. I like this though.
Yeah. Just maybe a little gas,
I don't know, can he hear him? That's a very big earphone.
I have no idea, He might be pretending to.
Maybe you learned French.
Yeah, might have. Sender is very talented. But I mean, just when you talk to some of these players, we had Skyz on the podcast, and hearing how much they've been working on the hard points and just being decisive with their calls and decision making. And I mean, just like we've kind of heard from everybody, just trying to get the scrims to look more like the actual matches, something they were really harping on, and you're seeing it here. But we're going to take a look at kind of land comparison, how they've looked through the year, I believe, for NYSL now as we wait for the map 2 to get started and get into the search and destroy. And that's kind of what we're talking about. I mean, you do get the 4th, obviously, at Major 4, but you've just been battling to get back to that start, 23-9 in map 7-1 overall. First place finish at the first major, trying to make the run now.
Yeah, Major 3 obviously was a big collapse, but even that Major number 2, where they're 5-7 in map count, probably a couple slipping away, 8-7 in map count in Major 4. They go 2-2. They're trying to get better, trying to get in form. As we kind of heard Bance say, just peaking at the right time. Can you time it correctly? It's difficult to do.
It is. But it just seems like it's a team that's been almost sort of trying to find their identity in some ways throughout the course of the year.
Like, how are we so good? Now we're so bad.
Yeah, well, in the sense of, like, I don't know. At one point you're great at search. At one point you're great at hardpoint. Now maybe getting to that time of year where they're pretty solid in all the modes. Starting to have a decent map pool, push teams the distance.
Yeah, I felt like their map pool was really the big question mark, because it was so much hotel, and then the hotels were slipping away from them. right? And that's when you're starting to see a little bit more a CeeLo search destroy, a CeeLo control for this team. I think control is the key for them, as we've seen their stats on it.
Yeah, I mean, if your map pool is not super wide, you better be lights out in the few that you're solid at. Otherwise, it's going to be a long, long road. Search and destroy. CeeLo. See if Mutineers can bring it back, but it's Skyz with the snipe out, just looking for the angle. Where's his prey? Oh, minus all foot. I thought
Fellow sniping as well. Priestahh gonna find that first blood. This is the bomb. If he's able to find this kill, maybe slow things down. And yeah, KiSMET wisely just backs away. On the other side is gonna be Brack on a wide flank, maybe looking to pounce, but it's not gonna matter. He's left in a 1-on-4.
Yeah, good luck. Just decimated in this opening round. This is what we kind of saw with NYSL in the last series against Las Vegas. The first round just came in and bodied them. Like, didn't lose a player, just dominated from the get-go, set the tone, and they do that here as well.
Yeah, playing with pace. That was, you know, when we talked to teams, you know, how are they so far ahead Major 1, Stage 1? It was really their pacing, just how confident everyone was playing. Just a little bit faster, but seeing Priestahh with a Vaz a little bit more in his hands every now and then.
Yeah, well, that's usually the thing that if a team finds separation over the course of the year, it's like the faster you can play as a cohesive unit, the better. Like the pace typically picks up as you go along.
When you have that man on your screen as well, one of the, you know, the best flexes in the game. Can do it with an AR, can do it with a sub.
Nah, he's really been getting done with everything this weekend. Him and HyDra responsible for all 4 kills. Big Vic. Hammering on in, working for the plant. Well, not gonna happen. KiSMET, Bulldog, roof, right on in.
Able to find, then again stay alive, and somehow HyDra with 2. Brack was left in a 1 versus 4 first round. Same thing in round number 2. This is clean out of the Subliners.
It's so funny, like when you go like on Vic's POV and he just gets in, just like casually getting the bomb down. You hop over to KiSMET and he's just slamming his head like the Kool-Aid man just like through the door.
Yeah,
easy kill.
Has Daddy, doors are open from an 8 and nobody watching it. They think they have an early plant. Turns into a nightmare.
And it looked pretty, like, as much as you saw, you know, kind of Sender and HyDra and the smiles going around the one side, like, not a lot of chatter, at least on the Mutineers in between the maps, it didn't seem like. And I don't know how you can talk without a forehead. Is Brack, he's gone. Nice shot there from Skyz, 4v3. And Skyz was responsible for a lot of first bloods in our last series, too, in the search and destroy.
It's also just tough to have a lot of chatter when you're just getting fried. What do they have, 1 kill on the map right now?
I'm more in between, like, maps 1 and 2. Like, I was a pretty tight one, but they seem kind of flustered. Probably were. You lost a close game. Yeah, there's a kill. Fellow gets 1. KiSMET sends it. Capsule ripped out of the map. 3v2 now. Vickle tries to fly in for a potential trade. Not going to happen. Now down to Fellow in the 1 versus 3. Take a shot. Whizzes by him. And there's the repeat with the snipe. Let's see it from Skyz POV.
And a lot of individual plays.
Like, they're having fun, man.
No, they are. A lot of individual plays, and you can just see, right, after a kill goes down, there's no trade. There's no trade potential. Every single time New York are getting aggressive, it's KiSMET, and then it's HyDra, and then it's Priestahh. There's always another player for the Subliners.
It feels like the trade attempt sometimes from Mutineers is coming in like so delayed, too, that it's just like a free kill. Like you kind of saw with Vic there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. It's just like not. There's an attempted trade. Just count to 3, and then it's coming.
I don't even know if that counts.
Yeah. Is it a trade anymore?
2 kills through 3 rounds.
A clinic right now out of NYSL. Any more miracles out of Mutineers, or have they met their makers? You finally get a first blood as Capsule. It's able to find that.
And I like this, right? You're on offense, dictate the pace if you are the Mutineers. Just slow it down. These rounds have been getting away from you way too quickly. This time, they don't move for about 20 seconds. They get a first blood, another free kill. If New York are going to be this active, make them pay. Fellow trying to get shots in. Where is the trade? There we go.
There you go.
Better in this round here from Florida.
Yeah, if you can try to get them to play at your pace. I mean, you can't always dictate it, but try your best to do so. And there they do it. It just seems like the faster the game, the more it's going to play to NYSL's favor. I mean, whether it's respawn or search. It's a tough thing to kind of slow people down to your pace, though.
So you can do it on offense, you can't do it on defense. That's sort of the issue here. They're going to have to try to match the pressure. Or, I mean, just give it up. Play a retake. We've seen that a lot of times. Just sort of give up that A-bomb.
Let's see if the round loss changed anything out of NYSL. Playing deep with the snipe again to give one on the other hand, or on the other side with Skyz as well. First blood though, second behind it, third right there as the snipe hits. It's just Vickle by himself again. They have found no answer on defense unless Vickle pulls off something nutty here in a 1 versus 3. Hits the stun, knows where one is. He goes up top though. Vickle trying to snap back. Did he win the chow? Pre-fire kind of there. I don't know if he got back to full HP.
I don't think he did. Felt like he was very close, but yeah, still a little weak there. But again, just the first blood just leads to another one. No trade. Skyz Overwatch able to hit another snipe in the round. KiSMET 6-1. Just run right up that field, able to find all the kills.
No, those rounds, it just feels like the first domino gets hit and just topples the rest. Yeah. Bang. Fellow might just straight up like ego shell that snipe fight on the other side.
Might have to.
I don't know. It doesn't look like he's seeing much from his side, and Skyz is hitting the shots.
He's also playing behind the building.
Yeah. Just flying at him. Don't let him dictate the pace this time. HyDra sends it again. Fellow this time caught, playing in the same position he did the previous round.
Well, they slowed down. They would have had a first blood, but he had a nade in his hand, and then HyDra's able to turn it into numbers for New York. You do have Capsule on the opposite side trying to find an opening through Tool. Maybe the playmaker for the Mutineers.
No, it's like, honestly, it's like Fellow was licking the floor there last round, just flying him. That's what they do. And Vickle brings it back, though. Skyz slowly peeking the angle. Bragg's head is still on his shoulders.
Just jumps over that, I think. Now Vickle trying to find another one, but all of the players are there from New York. Again, no trade. Finally, Capsule gonna try to back his teammates up, but Bragg's gonna get hunted. Trying to clutch a 1 versus 3. Skyz with the headshots, able to connect.
Yeah, just good job to get position, kind of give himself the heady on that stairwell. Don't give Capsule a chance to have a heroic moment and inch them back into this, kind of like they brought it back in the hard point. 5-1 New York. Dominant so far. New York side just seem to be vibing. What they're trying to pull off, it's working. Can they end it here?
Yeah, a lot of B hits so far, but maybe now just going to try to end the game on your traditional A hit. Stuns going out, just checking inside the bomb site. HyDra already in a great position. Going to look over his teammates. Priestahh's got him with another Vaz. So there is that first blood. It feels like the first blood's been dictating everything. Vickle, though, is going to turn this into a 2-on-2.
Will Vickle's play be enough to extend this map for Mutineers? Just bot walking outside on both ends of it. Some nice tags in from Priestahh, but trying to get out of that. He saw attack on the other side of it. Knew it wasn't really a favorable fight. To Skyz we go. He's 5-2. He's been terrific. Not a lot of time. Just checking to see if anyone's on it. And he was on.
Oh, he
right
stretched it. He stretched it.
In that stretch, in some maybe. No! That looks so unfortunate for Skyz. And then he's like, all right, well, I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I just run at him.
Oh, the frustrations continue on the Mutineers side. Skyz puts a stamp on the map too. 2-0 edge now to Subliners, taking to 6-1 fashion. Close map one, nothing close about this one.
I mean, the first blood's dominant from the Subliners side. You have one from Capsule. That is it. But everybody, again, contributing for NYSL. They're starting to pick up steam and momentum. They're looking better and better.
They really are. They seem comfortable. They seem confident. And looking more like the ghost of that Major 1 team we saw. We'll see how far they continue to go. Still need one more map win. Maybe we can get it done here in LSCLO Control. You know, we talked about a lot in the last series, but worth bringing up again. I mean, what's it up to now? Is it 25-2 or something when you win the Control?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that ballpark, whatever it was, like when they win the Control, more often than win the series. Obviously, that will be true here because they're up 2-0. So if they're able to take that, yes, they would indeed close out the series. But it's been fun to watch these guys because at times when they seem so frustrated with how things have gone over these past couple majors, they are vibing, they are frying. The team looks like a legitimate threat to make a run at this tournament. Right to a quick break. When we get back, we'll see if NYSL can continue to terrorize the Mutineers.
The CDL is brought to you by your favorite Orange Bandicoot. Pre-order Crash Team Rumble today. Available June 20th. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL. And upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the CDL.
We are back in NYSL in cruise control thus far. Looking to shut it down now with the control. Continue on with another 3-0 and continue their run in this tournament. We're going to take a look at the Scuff play of the game. We had some wild ones over the course of that search and destroy, but I imagine it's going to be the final round.
Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to Javi about this one. I think if this is the last one. Yeah, Skyz left in the 1 versus 2. He's going for the wall bang, right? Where the bomb is planted. Priestahh just trying to play his life in the 2-on-2. He does get caught, but with, what, 10 seconds left? Brack just able to get on it. Knows the wall bang isn't there. Javi watching over him, just bounces away, and I think just gets caught sprinting for a second. Well, that just allows him to get melted by the vest.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was like awkward with the door or what, because he hit him down to 49. He didn't hit him again once he went through.
I could see the door.
So it was either the door or it was a weird sprint timing. I didn't realize how weak he actually got him on the cross.
Yeah, add doors into the category of things I love.
Yeah, you do. You do love doors.
That and swimming.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I think we should triple the amount of doors on the map. But game getting started now for the map 3.
You want to triple them?
Yeah, triple. Let's get triple doors. Different types of doors too, like those doors that split maybe in the middle, so you have like the vertical and the lower part. Maybe the doors with the arches on top, like the big doors, double like door, more double doors.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm not a door expert, but I've seen some doors.
I can see that. Yeah, you should sell me a door.
Yeah, yeah. Love to, Joe.
So you're thinking this one maybe looks a little bit better for Florida. I have some bad news for you. Since Fellow and Cap have joined this team, they are 0-3 on this map. They are 1-9 across those maps as well. So not looking good here, but NYSL trying to get better on LSCLO. You know teams are going to veto that hotel control versus them. So a CeeLo and Expo, you got to think are the things they're playing versus the top teams.
All right. Onto the B point we will go. They're going to have to worry about Capsule. Maybe making plays in behind. He's going to do just that. He'll pick up 2. Vic with the one in the front and kind of send them back to square one. No bit of progress going to be done yet in the opening 30 seconds. An opening hit for NYSL.
Yeah, no, well, you guessed it.
Yeah, he had the right feeling.
Yeah, he was behind the door.
Yeah, you know? Yep. See, you know, the door's not there. Doors.
Capsule continues to make plays. Forces NYSL have to go over towards B. Nobody really on the point yet. Deddy popped. He knows where the spawns are coming in. He knows where the play is. HyDra, though, able to get top party and find a kill, as does Skyz. And now this is kind of on Cap. What can he find? Well, he might find 3. Able to line up those 2. Gonna go for the reload. Hello, Priestahh. But Priestahh able to win the first one, then gets taken down.
Yeah, he almost got zapped, but ultimately ends up dropping. Now to Brack's POV is trying to get some picks and stagger the push off of spawn. Now where are you going to go? KiSMET's able to win a big one in the backside, so he's going to pick up Fellow, get backside B control. They're able to clear out their spawn. Now you got a chance. Spawning deep will be the 2 players from Mutineers. They're getting caught off spawn. 1 team kill kind of come through. Want to call on the street maybe to slow things down for now. That's actually going to hit. Goes in through that side door in secret. Able to take out Kiz. And now you're a little split. Well, not anymore. As both got dropped on the other side of it. Only people close to the point will be Skyz and KiSMET. What can they do? Vic will dance it on him.
Able to find 1, gets him off that, but what you are at 0.0. That is usually 0, but they have this second tick of progress in. 1 player is on it in Skyz, now another player on A. They will deal with him. Now they got to deal with Priestahh.
Numbers, fascinating things, Joe. But for those at home, it's basically at 0.01 or something that's on it. We just don't see that decimal.
Yeah, you're
place,
a math expert, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm here for you, buddy.
Numbers guy, big numbers guys.
Yep,
maybe.
Yep.
But a nice defensive round there. Very clean for Florida. Capsule 10-1 in the round. Had a great map number 1, and he is flown here in map 3.
Almost some late round heroics there from NYSL, but not quite enough. One of the first positives you've seen for Mutineers really since the middle of that hard point when they made the run. You saw just absolute frustration on their faces after the search and destroy, especially with the way it ended. See if the boys can get vibing now. Slow down the train that is NYSL. Nice shots from Brack.
Yeah, nice shots from Brack. You have Vickle working towards that pinch, trying to find the flank. And that's going to be 3 dead, make it all 4. Where the Mutineers want to go for this. It looks like the B hit, right? The more difficult point to get done with. If you add some trophies, got to dodge the nades. But 4 players nearby. Not everyone on it, kind of playing positioning. Now Vickle going to try to fly on through, but he gets caught. So you're into a 2-on-2 as the trades are moving forward, but a nice recovery for NYSL.
Yeah, they just get 1 tick. They regain real fast. And just you saw from the sky cam, there's absolute skirmish all over the place. Just praying for the comms to be on point, not to get any awkward timings. Now trying to send it towards A. You have tower side control with Brack set up. Onto the point they go with 30 remaining in the round.
Yeah, finally gonna pause the clock. Only 1 tick of progress done. Plenty of lives. Capsule gonna try and play his life. Has a nade, trying to dodge the other one's fellow looking over him. That's gonna be 3 dead. That should be the A zone. You see KiSMET off a spawn, just running upfield. They're gonna have to defend B.
Minute added on, here we go. Florida. Desperately trying to get this to a map 4 and keep their tournament alive. Good luck with that fight. So back down, look for another route. To 12-2 is Cap. Having a map, he gets the comm, the pick is in. Brack able to find the kill, and Capsule gonna send it straight into the deep side spawn of Subliners. So now you gotta worry about him if your Subliners player is coming off spawn.
Yeah, he's just basically making sure you block the spawns back there. That's the FaZe and HyDra. He just flies on off. Able to take down 2. Keeps the B point alive for NYSL. Gives them a chance in this round. And just an individual play. Fellow able to re-snap. Nice shots with the grill covered him.
And that's like, that forces Capsule out of his position then. Everything sort of falls apart, domino by domino. Nice drop shot there from HyDra. Just milking it.
What's he milking?
I don't know.
Oh,
it.
Got it.
The ground, the opposition, himself. I don't know, Joe. 25 seconds left to go. Let's see if they can get the final 2 ticks at B. Or if they'll get that offensive hold. I mean, you've got an advantage so far just in progress if you are Mutineers, but you'd love to take that 2-0 edge. That'll be 2 down. Now you send it. You got a chance. 9.2 on the clock. Now onto the point we go. 2 players coming off spawn deep for Subliners. A lot of the pressure now going to be on Skyz and KiSMET to find kills. KiSMET 1. Another for Skyz. Piecing them apart, and will that be enough? Second tick is done now. 1 more to go.
Yeah, but you had all the players around it, but you only had 1 or 2 on the point, right? Everybody's kind of waiting for NYSL, and then they lose the next gunfight. So instead of sort of stacking the point, forcing them out, you had a chance to go up 2-0 in this map. They just play around the zone, and NYSL are just clutching up in these crucial moments.
Yeah, I guess they're just thinking we have a 4-on-2, let's just get the kills, then stack. But yeah, they just packed it in.
Stack.
Yeah, as long as you got a trophy or something. And not like a real awkward crossfire that's set up for Kiz or Skyz. You're likely good, but in that 2 versus 4, they're able to clutch up and hang on. But yeah, 1-1, still advantage for the defense round 5. 2 Mutineers, just a lot more success, obviously, as a tick short of that round win. Not a lot to write home about for Subliners in that first round on offense. See if they change things up a bit.
Yeah, they went towards B a good amount early on, and that just sort of put them in a tough spot. They couldn't get Capsule out of the spawn as well. That led to that streak, and that's already 4 dead for NYSL. Priestahh off spawn is able to find 1, and at least that's Cap, because yeah, they were just not able to take him down early last time through.
And you could just tell, like, their opening breaks at Hotel are a whole lot more comfortable, right?
Yes. But this is something they have to work on, right? This is those moments. Towards champs, you cannot have a weak map pool, especially if you want to win it.
Nice shots.
Nice shots from Skyz here. Reads Cap, but Cap is really not missing.
Oh yeah, he was real weak though. 1 more bullet, and he's likely going to drop. KiSMET with a bit of dance and finesse. Trying to finish up A. Second part done. Reinforcements through in Skyz. Fellow getting picks, and now Capsule through. on the back side of it. We'll see if he can shut this down or if the read is there. KiSMET now stuck between two players, and he will get them both. Nice play from Kiz, and that will finish off A. And now you just lost 3 players. They all get the close side B spawn, so you're going to be able to get there in time. I was worried maybe an awkward timing in the transition across. You do get caught if you're Vickle.
You're not upfield, though. That's really the issue. You're hoping to have like white control, but instead Skyz is there. He's able to find one, so you're stuck around the wall, around this AC. That is 3 dead once again. So yeah, if you go for that one more second, you're giving up map controls. Priestahh is hitting beams with the Vaz right now, but staying alive AC side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seemed like a real awkward time for 3 to die there, like right as they're finishing it.
But for now, there's only 1 player on it from the Subliners, so a chance for the retake to come through. Vickle just waiting for his team, waiting for the ARs to get into the spot, and there we go, able to take down 2.
It's just playing around the kills. Ooh, another close range fight. Capsule's taking a couple of these with just not much HP left. Skyz again beaming. Looking for that X opening. Maybe it comes here. Priestahh pushing through backside party.
This is on Vickle.
Trying to cut him down.
Yeah, Vickle though on the other side was able to sneak through mid. You do have Kiz going all the way through the spawn. But for now, everything's just kind of slowed down due to Vickle's positioning. Big Kiz though. Look at Kiz all the way behind enemy lines.
He needs his teammates to stay up or find a good timing with this though. Kiz getting in from behind. There's 2. The snap not there in time, and I like this. Just play his life for a second. I was gonna say, just get down and get back to full HP. Give yourself a chance. Get some damage in these players. It doesn't last long though. The beams come in.
Sorry, you have the trophy. You have the positioning. 2 players on it. Can you get a 3rd? Will it matter? NYSL trying to win this offense. Gap trying to get in, and there we go. KiSMET with the long route. Had to tack out. Took his time, able to gun down both players, and then good luck getting him off that spot.
Yeah, that's all on Kiz. I mean, I know he doesn't survive there long, but you still 2 to 3 players like snap to that position to try and clean him up. That's just what, another second or 2. You're able to get to key spots, get trophies out. Kiz does everything there in the late moments. Great play.
And even having the tack, just realizing how he wants to play this. Doesn't have the Vaz. They run 3 ARs to close out that round. So just nice adjustments from NYSL. Now can they close it out here into our top 4?
Got a good chance to do it here on defense. It was real close, the last defensive effort. Obviously, I mean, it comes down to 1 bit of progress, but let's see if they can clean it up here at all. So far, most of the picks coming through the way of Mutineers. Priestahh needs 1 more bullet in to get the 2.
Well, at least you have the, you're pausing the time. Fellow going for the chow. Bit of an over-chow right now, but able to take him down, and there we go. The teamwork on point for the Mutineers. Have not said that a lot throughout this match. Vickle trying to go for the trade, gonna land on a nade, and KiSMET, he's just going for a circle.
I love that. Just get out. See on the other side, stun hits, beautifully done there from Kiz. He's making the plays. He's at 22 and 15. And now he's in your cheeks, just soaring forward towards the spawn. Making it a nightmare for Florida Mutineers. But finally, they're able to pick him up. They do get 2 bits of progress done, but 45 seconds left to go on the clock here.
Yeah, but it gives them all map control. Not HyDra. You're hoping it at least finds 1. You have 2 ticks of progress done today, so you think you're going to rotate off towards that zone, try to get it done, get that extra time. But it looks like maybe they're thinking about B. They're kind of going over towards A, going over towards B. Finally, it looks like the decision is going to be made. The Mutineers going to get this one done.
All right, mid-extension end. What, minute 40 to go. Live-wise, basically even. Deddy now out for HyDra.
He's
nice
flowing.
gunfight when he is flowing. The movement on point. Trying to get the reset on Deddy if he can, and he'll get it. Now, how long can he just continue to get the resets on Deddy and just keep them second-guessing where he's at? Obviously, with his position, they're going to spawn out on the other side. Not much left in the tank when it comes to Deddy, but Skyz is getting all the kills. He did another bullet. And maybe got that one as well. HyDra's Deddy ran out, but he's still lurking on the other end of it. HyDra on one side, Skyz on the other. Welcome to the blender of Mutineers.
Yeah, I mean, really, HyDra, you know, he finds those heals and he spawns them right into the setup
He's still
that NYSL has, but now just playing his life can be so difficult to deal with. Skyz now on 5 in a row. Nice headshot in from Brack, but not a lot of time for the Mutineers. Only 8 lives remaining as well. They need something here.
I mean, that sequence is what, 3 or 4 kills for HyDra, 5 for Skyz. Yeah, 4 in a row still for HyDra, still in the streak. So what a swing that was in the lives department. Just got him in the trap and absolutely pinned them back. A thing of beauty as Subliners are clicking right now, trying to finesse out, but Priestahh not able to do it.
Maybe
6 lives, here. 20 seconds remaining. This is your chance. Everything for the Mutineers' lives in this tournament, and well, the year comes down to this. They're able to take out 2. HyDra, by the way, is still here, still lurking, still alive. Not able to take that one. Fellow will pick it up. Clock is going to stop at 9.8 seconds.
Yeah, but you had no trophy, so Vickle got hit by a grenade, but Capsule plays his life inside a tool. Trying to hold on, they still have some time. Here comes NYSL off his spawn. Now the stack is here from the Mutineers, and that is done.
Dude, considering how bad they got trapped for a bit there, that is an impressive round to pull out. To the final one we go as Brack's getting fired up. I thought it was done, man.
I did as well, but that's just it, right? This is what NYSL are trying to clean, those sort of moments. But Capsule with the plays, they were able to play their life inside, and then, yeah, you had HyDra with the Vaz, right? And he's in that spot. You're hoping someone runs into him, not away from him. So they're able to get behind that wall. I thought maybe there was a grenade that hit Vic as soon as they got onto the point. That would buy NYSL enough time to sort of retake it, but it does not.
Fifth and final round. Another chance for survival here for Mutineers. Fellow right out to tower. The gunfights though at B. Capsule gets picked nearly instantly. Vickle trying to pick up the slack. Has battle hardened, but gonna catch that stun to the forehead. On the other side of it, Brack trying to make the plays. Kiz already gonna get set up in the back. How long can he survive? Because he doesn't have help here for a while.
And he only has a Vaz right now, so really just trying to play his life. Just trying to play his life. He's inside of the truck. Skyz is still at B, but this push, it looks like it's going to be taken care of as HyDra over at A.
The arrows were just haunting him viciously. He just tried to hide in the back of the truck. Oh, well.
Wow, that is just a great grenade from Priestahh. What in the world is that?
Yeah, Vickle's just like, all right, sick.
I mean, that's just a friend. Does he just throw it at the ground, right? He just is like, yeah, this will watch my flank. Sure.
Yeah, just blows his body to pieces. Later, Vickle. Priestahh on the point. Progress about to be done. Nice win there for Priestahh as he's just got Vickle in the mental blender.
You can see they're trying different things out. You've had Kids with attack. You've had Priestahh with the Vaz. You switch it up. I don't know if it's just due to the point, the guns they're finding on the ground, or what they feel. Okay, he definitely just found it on the ground. As KiSMET up to 31. Does get traded out, but the same thing last time through. Watch that number 6. It is Skyz. And you think in the comms, they have to be saying, all right, we're looking for Skyz. Where is he? Where is he? And that's what Capsule's doing right off of spawn.
He's looking for him. He'll find him in the form of bullets. Capsule now dropped. They win another one in mid-map. Vickle at least able to pick up 1 kill. Now, how do you plan this attack if you were NYSL?
Looks like they want to deal with the players off spawn again. And that's going to be HyDra with the attack. So now they're going to go. They're going to start this collapse to find Fellow, to find Brack. Just trying to play their lives. But there we go. One's going to get taken down.
2 down.
Yeah, HyDra's just spawn killing like this is a pub right now. It's a summer barbecue for HyDra as he's just playing his life.
Nice shots, HyDra. That is a thing of beauty. 4 in a row. He's -3 right now, but he is hitting wallbang central with HyDra. Give him another. Ooh, 1 more bullet. He's likely got it. You get 2 kills through there. You survive for a moment, but that will do it. NYSL. They get the 3-0. They move on. Continue to find form and the smiles and the vibes. They're peaking again for this squad.
For the Mutineers, that is going to be the end of their year. But I think, you know, this squad, this roster that we saw, props to them because I think there are some teams, right? There are some teams who, you know, you're not making it as a champs, might just want to give up. But these guys, they, you know, get a top 6 here. gave it their all, looked better and better towards the end of the year. I mean, we were talking to teams, and they were like, this Florida team is ridiculous in scrims. But NYSL clutch on up in that round number 5. And I like what they were doing with the ARs, man. They had like 3 or 4 tacks when B was the final point, getting those spawn kills in.
Well, I mean, you saw from both sides. I know they ended up losing the 1 round, but just really comfortable getting them in the trap, knowing when the trap is on and just playing around it. Maybe a little bit of a blunder not to close it out in the round 4, but still some things you really like to see, because you know the comps have to be, you know, they'd be playing well as a unit to get those traps in the first place. Those don't just like happen by chance. Like that is a really good setup you're getting if you were in NYSL. And now with the 3-0, we'll take a look through the stats. Once again, just pretty balanced. I mean, through the respawns, at least for NYSL. I mean, a great game from KiSMET, but the damage and kills are there for everybody.
Yeah, and I would say, I mean, obviously this is a great control, but what's really stuck out for me for NYSL has been their search, especially today.
Yeah.
You know, versus Vegas, like HyDra was in his bag, right? Just felt like he knew where everyone was at all times, just very aggressive. Knew exactly what they wanted to do, and then same thing here, 6-1 in this Asilo. And it just felt like as soon as there was a first blood, that was it. The round was over. So NYSL, they make it to top 4 at the major. I'll make it to Sunday.
Yeah, I know, like, maybe not the stiffest of competition for NYSL when you talk about getting through Legion, now getting through Mutineers here, but it's just the fashion they're doing it. Like, you get it done both 3-0s. You look solid across the separate game modes. A team with a chance to maybe make some noise to get deeper.
You can't pick who you're playing, right? You
100%.
That's all it is.
And they're doing that. They're winning map by map. It's a 3-0. They get it done on stage. We've got Skyz with Lando.
Yes, we do indeed, Maeve. I am here with my guy, Skyz. You got a nice little group of fans out here.
My little clique right here. My little clique, bro.
You gotta love it, man. Yeah, you're good. You're good, bro. I'll tell you what, you guys right now are in a wonderful spot. You've gone down to the lower bracket. You're knocking out teams. You're ending quite a few team seasons, right? You've ended out LAGs. You've ended Vegas's. Now you're closing out Florida. Is it fair to say that you guys are in a groove right now?
I think we definitely found a flow that's like we're getting the same like itch we got from like Major 1. Like we're starting to smoke people, and then our S&D's free. Shout out Troy, because he's actually made our search and destroy really good. I feel like our biggest problem right now is like we do like the really hard part, and then like towards the end of the play, like we kind of troll it. Yeah. Like versus Toronto, like when the lives, like we had so much lives, and they just stacked it. We trolled it. But we just got to lock in and no trolls, and we should be good.
Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about the end of the hard point, because you guys were up early on Mercado. Florida starts to make a heroic comeback, and then I'll be honest, it looks like chaos on the mini-map. How are you guys communicating in that moment? How did you walk away with our opener?
Honestly, like, they were, like, kind of gunning us, but, like, we were just trying to stick to our game plan, because we all felt like we were playing strategically smart, but, like, they were just winning a lot of gunfights, and we just tried to play one step ahead towards the end of the game. It got really hectic, and then we ironed out, we slowed it down, and then we got the hold.
Did Dan. You were able to come away with it, and then, like we said, now you guys are 3-0 in the lower bracket. You're 9-0 in maps, and now you head into Championship Sunday again. I got to ask you, my man, you guys have been here before. I know you're definitely trying to get back to the Major 1 form, but what is it going to be? If there's one thing that allows for you guys to head into tomorrow, hold that trophy, what's it going to be?
Just play how we've been playing. Just play confident, no hesitation. Don't even tweak. Whatever you think of, just do the play, and just keep winning searches.
Search is the key. You heard it here first. Guys, anything you want to say to our fans out here in Toronto, fans at home as well in New York?
I just love you guys very much. Thank you guys for supporting. I love you.
Gotta love it. Another 3-0 here for New York. That's going to do it from us here on the main stage. Des, take it away, guys.
One of the greatest personalities in all of esports, Skyz, always the entertainer here for the Subliners. He gets your scuff play of the game in his last match, and that is now 3 3-0s from the Subliners in the elimination bracket.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going one team at a time, knocking on the doors and just, collecting scouts. So these guys have been on point. They are ferocious in the losers bracket. Not a place any team wants to be.
Allie, we got to give credit to Florida. You made it to a career high right here in Toronto, but you end up going home in 6th place. Got to show some love, though, to guys like Capsule. He showed out. He's showing all the GMs out there that he deserves a spot in 2024.
Like I said, I think for Florida, I think, a testament to them is throughout the whole season, they've all had their moments and had their series. Them making it this far already and upsetting OpTic and making it this far in the bracket was surprising to most of us. And in this series in particular, like, I think in that first hard point, they took most of us by surprise with how close it was, right? Yep. 250 to 236. Florida really came here and tried to pull off an insane miracle, but unfortunately, they had to run to a New York Subliners who was looking to hit back to Major 1 form.
Yeah, you know, and to Ali's point, just to reiterate that hard point, which was really their opportunity in this series, they had that rotation of Barber. They had Hills 2 and 3 in a row and broke Barber immediately. If they get a kill back lot or Brack finds a kill mid-map, like potentially win that map, ride the momentum into game 2. These are two of the better Asilo search and destroy teams that we had. I just think the game plan, it just wasn't all there. Sending your subs up mid, having your ARs play the outskirts, they got exposed by New York. New York are the better team. They're on a hot run. The individuals showed up today.
You know, you bring up the Mercado, though, and they go on, like, you know, an 80, 90-point run to make the comeback. It was the same thing in Control. They're down to like a 4 versus 10, but they still clutch up in the rounds. And even at the end of the year, these guys had fight in them. Like, they had a great online stage. They get eliminated. They still bring everything to the table. And, like, there are quite a few teams that even, like, in scrims and whatnot, not putting in, like, a serious amount of effort. These guys came to play. They were impressive. Nothing but respect for all four of them.
They never gave up.
The C-Men set sails out of our bracket, but it's going to be the Subliners powering into your top 4. And we still have one more battle at the end of the night featuring the hometown squad. Toronto Ultra is going to be taking on LA Thieves in our next matchup. And that winner will be playing the Subliners as we kick things off tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. Match number 5 of our final Super Saturday coming up after this.
Chris, the what?
Florida Seaman.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Infinity here in Call of Duty Challenges. This, of course, is the Passion Pit where all of the magic happens, where the next generation of CDL talent is forged. We've had some wonderful upsets, some wonderful storylines already been in form over the last couple of days here in Challenges. And of course, for those of you guys who don't really know what Challenges is, this is an opportunity really for kind of players to really make a name for themselves. You guys have already seen it with some of your fan favorites, Scrappy, Hixie, and of course, Ghosty on OpTic, and we've had some wonderful upsets over the last couple of days. Fan favorites such as Boston Academy doing a wonderful job. They just took down M7, and of course, the team with Spart, Neptune, Pro